Welcome back to Footballology. So this week I wanted to talk about the 6 foot and under club. This is a list of guys that I feel like they're quality receivers. And the reason why I made this 6 foot and under club is because I'm not a big fan of the 6 foot and smaller receivers. I'm just not. I don't think they have longevity. But there's been a handful of receivers that have proven to me that you don't need to be 6'3", 6'4", 220, 230 and run a 4.3. You don't need to be a Calvin Johnson that be successful at the next level. So here's the 6 foot and under club, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video.
Drop down and shake it, shake. Drop down and shake it, shake. Drop down and shake it, shake. Drop down and shake it. Drop down and shake it, shake. Drop down and
First, to kick off this list, I got Amari Cooper. Now, this guy just got admitted into the 6 foot and under club. He just got his membership signed off, so forth and so be it. And I'm happy to have him in this club. Now, I know a lot of people out there are looking at it as, oh, he's 6'1" and some change. He's not technically 6 foot. He's 6 foot. I don't know. I feel like he's one of those guys that any given day he could be 6 foot, and any given day he could be 6'2". It's just he's floating around there. But he plays like a 6 foot receiver, and what I mean by that is he plays with good speed, he plays with great route running, and he plays with great hands. And so he deserves to be in this club. And he, like I said, he's one of the younger guys, the youngest guy in the club that just got admitted. I think he's the only rookie that deserved to be in this club this year. And this guy is just, he's good. He fits the profile of a 6 foot and under receiver. Next on my list is DeAndre Hopkins. Now, this guy, when I was doing research for my video, I couldn't believe that he was around that 6'1", 6 foot range. And I was like, no way. Because he's a guy that plays easily like he's 6'3", 6'4". And it's insane. Like, if you don't believe me, go look it up for yourself. I looked everywhere just to see if this guy was actually 6'1". And so he's 6'1". So I feel like he's one of those guys, once again, any given day can be 6 foot and can be 6'1". And dude tore it up last year. When he actually had the opportunity to be the guy, he was the guy in some for Houston. No matter who was playing quarterback, I could have played quarterback, you could have played quarterback, anybody could have played quarterback out there. They could have picked, Shane Leckler out there to play quarterback, and DeAndre Hopkins would have found a way to get his buck and his touchdown. And dude was good last year. He was really good for the Houston Texans, and once again, he fits the profile. Now with him, I think he's probably one of the more faster receivers on the list, and he can take the top off, but at the same time, his route tree is just as strong, and his catch radius and his catching, his hands are phenomenal. The guy deserves to be in the 6 foot and under club. He got his sign sealed and delivered a long time ago. I think I said some stuff about him at the beginning of last year, and I didn't know he was ready yet. I didn't know. And once again, it's just, I guess, that knock, that little niche inside of me that was like, nah, he can't do it. He knows he's not going to make it. Dude tore it up. When he had the opportunity to be the guy, he was the guy. So hopefully you're still with me at this point, because I know you start to think that, all right, Mike, how many 6'1" receivers are you going to put on this list? Here's a guy right here. Jarvis Landry, part of the 6 foot and under club. Dude's route tree is strongest, probably in the NFL, in my opinion. Probably not the strongest, but definitely the second strongest. And his hands are phenomenal. His catch radius is strong, and his attitude is phenomenal as well. I love his attitude and what he brings to the game. I think he has a lot of fight and fire in him. He's almost the epiphany of a 6 foot and under receiver. The guy that's smaller than everybody else but still wants to play, so he's going to find a way to get on the field, and when he's on the field, he's going to make you pay for not believing in him. Doesn't have the top end speed that you really look for. Has good acceleration and good burst, but his route tree, phenomenal. It's up there. He can run anything in the book, and just let him do it. Let him go to work. And really, I think, like I said, his catch radius is phenomenal for his size as well, but the hands are undeniable. Next on my list is Odell Beckham, probably the second guy accepted into the 6 foot and under club. He was a guy that started to change start to prove that the 6 foot and under receiver can be dangerous at the next level. Has great burst, great acceleration in and out of his breaks, and his hands are strong. I think he has the strongest hands in the NFL. And dude just snatches the ball right out of the air, finds a way to get his feet down no matter where he's at. You can give him a little 1x1 square piece of carpet, he'll find a way to get both his toes in there and make it a touchdown. So I really like Odell. the media and a lot of fans start to make me kind of hate him or start to hate on him in a way. But I realize that his talent and his strength and what he brings to the table is too strong to be denied. And so, like I said, second person accepted into the 6 foot and under club, and he deserved it. Everything. Like I said, you start to see where I'm going with this and how I feel about my 6 foot and under receivers. I don't want the Deshaun Jacksons. I don't want the T.Y. Hiltons. Steve Smith was another guy that could have made this list, and I just didn't put him on him. But definitely Steve Smith was that guy that deserved to be on here. Ted Ginn, no way. John Brown, no way. Like, these guys can truly run the whole playbook. So that's what you're starting to see with my 6 foot and under club. Next on my list is Jeremy Maclin. Now, hometown favorite. Dude is strong. Dude is legit. Definitely improved the Chiefs this year by coming to our team and helping our squad out. Now, he's that guy. I swear to God, I promise you. One day, I could have sworn he was 6'3". The next day, he was 6 foot. Then the next day, he was 6'1". I don't know. I'm going to say he's 6 foot and under club right now. Once again, has a strong route combination, has great hands, can take the top off the defense, ish, not crazy, but still can find a way to get open in his breaks, in and out of his breaks. And I think he was just a phenomenal receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs last year. I thought he was a great receiver when he was in Philly. I told anybody that between him and Deshaun Jackson that he was going to have better and longevity of a career than Deshaun Jackson. Deshaun Jackson has one thing and one thing only, and that's his speed. He doesn't have the hands of these receivers. He doesn't have the route tree of these receivers. He has one speed, one route, and that's it. I mean, probably two, what we call a streak and a deep post. That's all he can run. These guys can run a streak, deep post, curl, slant, zig, anything, counter, like whatever you want them to run, they can run it, and they can run it with the effectiveness and the speed and acceleration and great agility. So, once again, Jeremy Maclin, definitely a 6 foot and under club member. Now, last but not least, but the guy that made me come up with this, the guy that made me strongly believe in a 6 foot and under receiver, the guy that legitimately changed the whole game in my perspective and made me more willing to look at the 6'1", the 6 foot, the 5'11s, the 5'10 receivers and look at them with respect is Antonio Brown. Once again, great acceleration, great burst, vicious stiff arm, phenomenal hands, route tree. He has it all. You can't really, I mean, he's a top 5 receiver right now. Dude has done it consistently week in and week out, year in and year out. You can't take that from him. He's just phenomenal at what he does. And I think, like I said, he was the reason why I made this list and why I went forward with the 6 foot and under club. Well, there you have it. Those are the 6 foot and under club members. Guys that are phenomenal at what they do. Route running, all of it. I can't say enough of it because these are true receivers in the NFL right now. Now, yeah, you have the bigger guys like A.J. Green. You got the Julios. Those guys are phenomenal at what they do. And I'm not taking anything away from those guys. It's just having this 6 foot and under club pays respect to the smaller receivers, guys that kind of get overlooked throughout the draft process because they don't measure out well. They don't run the 4.3 at 6'4", or they don't run a 4.4 at 6'3", or whatever the case may be. These guys, I think Antonio Brown ran a 4.6, so at that point, you just slept on them at that point. I mean, I probably would have too. Once again, small receiver didn't run well. What do I need you for when I can go get a T.Y. Hilton or a Phillip Dorsett or a Devin Smith or whatever these, deep threat guys? No, these guys can play the receiver position the way it's meant to be played. So I really hope you guys enjoy this. If you're not a fan of Footballology yet and you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, I don't know what you're waiting on. Go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I got a mock draft coming out soon. So you guys better be waiting on that, excited, because this stuff on this channel is unique, original, and strong. Stay safe, football fans.
Shake, shake, drop down and shake, shake, drop down and shake, drop down and shake, shake, drop down.